Depression, a silent thief that creeps into our lives, stealing away our laughter and leaving us feeling lost and alone. Join us as we delve into the unknown, searching for the answers to the question that has been haunting us for far too long. How can we unravel the mysteries of depression and find the strength to rise from its ashes as a phoenix of hope and happiness? Namaste, exploring the mind together. You can't stop binge-watching The Office and crying because you relate to it too much. If you find yourself feeling a strong connection to the characters and situations in the show, and can't seem to turn it off even though it brings you to tears, it may be a sign of depression. People with depression often feel isolated and disconnected from the world around them, and may find solace in watching fictional characters going through similar experiences. You're convinced that Goodnight Moon is a philosophical treatise on the meaning of life. If you find yourself taking seemingly simple things, like a children's book, and interpreting them in a deeper, more profound way, it may be a sign of depression. People with depression often struggle with feelings of existentialism and hopelessness, and may see everything around them in a negative light. You've convinced yourself that staying in bed all day counts as resting and self-care. If you find yourself spending long periods of time in bed, unable to get up and face the day, it may be a sign of depression. People with depression often struggle with low energy levels, lack of motivation, and an overall lack of interest in life, leading them to avoid activities and interactions. You're convinced that the universe is conspiring against you and that the only explanation for it is that you're actually a superhero in hiding. If you find yourself struggling with feelings of hopelessness and a belief that things are beyond your control, it may be a sign of depression. People with depression often feel a lack of control over their lives and may see negative events as evidence of a larger conspiracy. You find yourself doing anything to avoid social situations, even faking a sudden interest in stamp collecting. If you find yourself withdrawing from social interactions and activities, it may be a sign of depression. People with depression often struggle with feelings of low self-esteem, self-doubt, and social anxiety, leading them to avoid social situations. The only thing that makes you happy is eating junk food and blaming it on the depression. If you find yourself relying on unhealthy coping mechanisms, like overeating or substance abuse, it may be a sign of depression. People with depression often struggle with negative emotions and may turn to unhealthy behaviors as a way of finding temporary relief. Having conversations with inanimate objects, like your toaster or your shoelaces. If you're talking to inanimate objects as if they were alive, you're convinced that if you just sleep through 2023, the world will have fixed itself by the time you wake up. If you find yourself struggling with feelings of hopelessness and a belief that things will never get better, struggle with negative thoughts and feelings, and may feel like there is no escape from their current situation, if you recognize yourself, you should seek professional help. Visit a licensed psychologist or therapist for personalized treatment and support. Uncover the roots. Explore the underlying causes of your depression through therapy, journaling, or introspection. Understanding your triggers can help you develop effective coping strategies. Nurture your mind and body. Engage in self-care activities such as exercise, healthy eating, and adequate sleep to boost your mood and increase your energy levels. Embrace positivity. Surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Engage in activities that bring you joy, and practice gratitude. Tame your thoughts. Learn to recognize negative thought patterns and challenge them with positive self-talk and mindfulness practices. Light your own fire. Find your passions and pursue them with passion. Cultivate new hobbies and interests. and set achievable goals to increase your sense of purpose and self-worth. Just remember to keep smiling and keep fighting, because one day, the sun will shine bright again.